Hey girls! So this is the look we're going to be doing today, and it is my pinup sailor sort of inspired look. This is the look that was in my April review and haul, and it was requested by Laura. She said that she really liked the makeup, and I decided that I should do a tutorial for you guys. Now, this makeup is very, very versatile. You can do it in blues, greens, pinks, purples, honestly, whatever colors that you want to. I just chose to do it in blue because I really like the sort of look it gives with the nautical stripes that are really in this spring. Also, you can dress it up with a bold, bright red lip, or you can kind of tone it down with more of this just berry bitten sort of look, like I've done. Now it has a peach blush and super, super highlighted cheekbones. I feel that the highlighting is very, very important in this, so I really do highlight them quite a lot with a very strong highlighter, and it really just livens up the face for it. Also, I will be using these satin, I think it's satin tea palette for this. Now, I found this at my local Asian my Asian market sort of place. Now, I really, really try to use products that I feel are available universally to you guys, but I have to use this one on this one because they are so shiny, and that's really what makes the look stand out, is they're just really super shimmery and super, super shiny. So these are the only ones that I have that are like this. You could easily get a similar effect by taking a very shiny silver or white eyeshadow and putting it under your normal, like, glittery or satiny kind of eyeshadows. It'd give a very similar effect. Or any really super shiny eyeshadows really work for this sort of look. I just am particular to these ones, and these are the ones that I had used originally, so those are the ones that I chose to use. Now, I will have a tutorial on my hair as well, and that link will be down below in the info section, and this is my hot rollers tutorial. So if you have any questions about my hair, I'll have that link down below. I will also have a link to my blog, which will have a list of all the products. That's it, so let's get started, girls. Okay, so we're going to start off by priming our lid. You want to use a fairly drying primer. You're going to want to prime all over your lid and your crease. Now you're going to take a blue liner and just line your lash line, your upper lash line. Now we're going to take our little smudge brush and just smudge that out. Now, of course, if you're doing a different color, feel free to use a black or a different colored eyeliner. Okay, now with a small concealer brush, just a flat one, and a cream shadow or an eyeshadow base, and you can use a white or a silver or a light shimmering shade that is in the family that you're going to be using. I'm doing blue, so I'm using this nice silvery blue. You're just going to pat that all on the inner 3/4 of your lid. Okay, now using a very, very light shade, almost white, and a little fluffy brush, use whatever one you're comfortable with. We are going to pat the very light shimmery shade, the shimmerier the better, right on this inner about third of the lid. And we're just going to pat that right into that cream shadow or eyeshadow base. Now we're going to go with a slightly more vibrant shade. I'm going to be using the blue. Don't wipe off your brush. You want that little bit on there for blending. We're going to put this right in the center of our lid and then blend it in. Now wipe off your brush just a little bit and go back in with that lighter shade. just to make sure you don't lose that light on your inner corner. Now I'm going to be using a very large palette, and this step is optional, but I'm going to take a very vibrant blue. This is to kind of make it a little bit more vibrant. If you want it a little more classic, you can go ahead and skip this step. And I'm going to put that just on the edge of where those two colors are, where those colors end, and in my crease just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to wipe off my brush, and I'm going to take a very dark navy shade. It's almost black. You don't want to go quite black though. Just use a very dark shade of whatever you're using. If you're using a more vibrant color such as pink though, you may want to use a dark gray. And I'm going to use the same brush, use the tip, just go straight up in the corner of my eye, and then drag it up to a little bit of a point. So just like that. And then I'm just going to fill in that area. Dragging it down right there. Now I'm going to take a clean, very fluffy brush and just any kind of flesh tony type of color honestly will work. Make sure it's not too shimmery, and just get a little bit on your brush and just blend this little edge right here. Just want it to blend nicely down into your crease. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my liner pen. And this is how I particularly do my liner for a pin-up-y type of look. Of course, feel free to do it however it looks best on your eyes. There is not a proper way to do eyeliner for any particular look. It's what goes best with your eyes. What I'm going to do is right at the edge of my crease, right here, is where I want my point to start, and I'm going to drag this right down to connect with my lower lash line. Okay, then about a 45-degree angle, I'm going to bring it down like so. And then line across. And then I'm just going to kind of round out this area right here. And then fill in any gaps. As you can see, this one is a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to try and match this one up a little bit. Now I'm just going to line my eyes with my standard black liner. I'm not going to line my tear duct though, just around my eyes. I'm just going to take my small smudger brush and just kind of taper that down a little bit so it's not such a stark contrast. I'm also going to take that same smudger brush and just a little bit of the navy shade, just a tiny, tiny bit, and just kind of fill in this little corner here. I'm going to curl my lashes and put on mascara. I'm going to really focus my mascara on this outer corner. Now you're going to go along with your pen and just double check now that you've done your mascara that there's no gaps in between your liner and your lashes. You don't want any of that silvery kind of color coming through. Okay, now we're going to do lips and cheeks, and a key to this is a lot of highlighting. Now, I'm going to be using this Revlon Color Stay Mineral Finishing Powder, and I'm just going to use the same stippling brush that I used with my foundation. I'm going to swirl it on, and starting about right where your pupil is, just tap it all along under your eye, really focusing right on this temple. You want it to really glisten. Now, using the same brush, and you don't have to use a stippling brush, you can use a standard blush brush. We're going to take a nice peach shade. You can use the same brush as your highlighter, and you're going to really focus it right there. Not quite on the apple of your cheek, right next to it though. You're going to do a nice round little patch, and then little feathery strokes to bring it up towards that highlighter. Nice big circle, and feather it up. Now for lips, you have two options. You can go with your standard classic red, which really glams up this look, makes it look very prim, proper, very elegant. Or you can go with more of a berry kissed or a hot pink. I'm going to have a little bit more of a casual day today, so I'm going to go with more of a berry kissed lip. And this is a very good way to wear red lips for summer. It makes it look like you just got done eating berries or eating a popsicle, and just has that really flush tone to your lips. It looks awesome, and it's a great way to wear red lips without having all the drama associated with them. So I'm just going to line my lips and then put that lipstick on. Okay, so here's our finished look. Now I'm going to go take the rollers out of my hair, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's our finished look, and it has that very, pinup inspired look. It is monochromatic blue, which makes it really nice. You can, of course, do this with any colors of your choice. If you have any questions or would like to see any looks, please feel free to comment below. I will see you girls next time, and have a great night.